Today, I want to talk about an important topic: learning English successfully. Many people around the world want to learn English because it has become one of the most important languages in modern society. We can hear English in music, movies, technology, business, education, travel, and social media. However, many students ask the same questions. Why is learning English important? What do we really need to learn English? And what is the most effective way to learn English successfully? Today, I would like to share some ideas about these questions. First, let's talk about why learning English is important. English is not only another subject at school. It is much more than that. English is a tool that can connect us with the world. It allows people from different countries and cultures to communicate with one another. Nowadays, many international companies use English. Many websites, books, articles, videos, and educational resources are available in English. If you know English, you can access more information and more opportunities. For example, English can help people find better jobs. It can help students study at international universities. It can help travelers communicate in different countries. It can even help people make friends from different parts of the world. English opens doors. But learning English is not only about jobs or opportunities. Learning a language also changes the way we think. It helps our brains become stronger because we learn to understand new ideas and new ways of expressing ourselves. Now let's discuss another important question. What is necessary to learn English? Many people think they need special talent. Some people say, I am not good at languages, or I don't have a good memory. But learning English is not about talent. Learning English requires several important things. The first thing is consistency. Consistency means continuing to practice, even when progress seems slow. Many students become excited during the first week. They study for several hours, but after a few days, they stop practicing. Then they begin again, and later, they stop once more. This cycle leads to slow progress. Success usually comes from small actions repeated every day. Studying for 15 or 20 minutes every day can be more effective than studying for 5 hours only once a week. Small steps become big results. The second thing we need is patience. Learning English is a process. Nobody becomes fluent in a few days. Nobody learns hundreds of words instantly. Nobody speaks perfectly at the beginning. Sometimes students become frustrated because they want immediate results. They want to understand every movie. They want to speak perfectly. They want to remember every word immediately. But language learning takes time. Learning a language is similar to planting a tree. When you plant a tree, you do not see immediate growth. You water it every day. You take care of it. You wait patiently. Little by little, it grows. English works in the same way. The third thing necessary for learning English is motivation. Motivation gives us energy. When students understand their purpose, they become stronger learners. Some people learn English for work. Some learn English for travel. Some learn English for education. Some simply enjoy learning languages. Whatever your reason is, having a purpose helps you continue. When difficult moments appear, Your motivation reminds you why you started. Now let's talk about another important question. What is the most effective way to learn English? Many people think there is a secret method. Some believe there is a magic book. Others think there is a special application or a perfect course. But the truth is simple. The most effective way to learn English is through practice and exposure. Practice means using English regularly. Exposure means surrounding yourself with English. Language learning is similar to learning how to swim. Imagine reading 10 books about swimming. You may understand theories. You may learn techniques. You may know every rule. But if you never enter the water, you will never learn how to swim. English works exactly the same way. You cannot only study grammar rules. You need to use the language. You need to listen. You need to speak. You need to read. You need to write. You need to make mistakes and learn from them. One of the biggest problems students have is fear. Many students are afraid of making mistakes. They think people will laugh at them. They think their pronunciation is not perfect. They think their grammar is not good enough. Because of this fear, they remain silent. But mistakes are not enemies. Mistakes are teachers. Every mistake shows us something that we can improve. Children learn their first language by making many mistakes. They repeat words incorrectly. They pronounce words incorrectly. They use grammar incorrectly. But little by little, they improve. English learners improve in the same way. Another successful strategy is listening every day. Listening is extremely important because it trains the brain. When students listen regularly, they become familiar with pronunciation, rhythm, and natural expressions. You can listen to songs. You can watch movies. You can watch videos. You can listen to podcasts. You can listen to conversations. Even if you do not understand everything, your brain is still learning. Reading is also very important. Reading helps us discover new vocabulary and sentence structures. Reading also helps us understand how English works naturally. You can start with simple texts. You do not need difficult books at the beginning. Small texts can create significant improvements. Speaking is another important part of learning English. Speaking may feel uncomfortable at first. Many people feel nervous. Many people feel embarrassed. But confidence grows with practice. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. The final thing I want to mention is mindset. Your attitude matters. If you constantly say, English is impossible, learning becomes harder. If you say, I can improve little by little, your perspective changes. Believe in progress. Believe in learning. Believe in yourself. Success in English does not come from perfection. Success comes from persistence. Success comes from practice. Success comes from patience. Success comes from continuing it even when things become difficult. Remember this. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to continue. One day, you will look back and realize that every small effort created something bigger. Learning English is not a race. It is a journey. Enjoy the process. Continue learning and never give up. Keep practicing English every day, and I'll see you in the next lesson.